Hey guys, so currently it is 11:30 p.m. On July 19th. So I'm waiting for the reading rush to begin. I'm already here in my pajamas. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm ready for bed, but I wanted to wait until midnight so that I can start reading. So I can start reading Eat, Pray, Love, so I can read like the first chapter or two of it. And yeah, that's gonna be the first one that I read for the month. I may pick up the other ones as I go, but this is the one I'm gonna be starting with. So yeah, I have a little plan that I've put together to kind of figure out how I'm going to get through all of these books. So like I said, I'm going to start off with Eat, Pray, Love, mainly because it is the first book I touch prompt, and I want the first book that I read in the reading rush to also be the first book that I touch, so it kind of goes a little more with that. So that's why I've kind of picked that one. Plus, it's the longest one, or I say it's the longest, it's the one that has the most chapters. 108 chapters, I think, but the chapters are pretty short, so that's also a good thing to start with this one because I don't plan on reading much of it tonight, and if I just do like one or two chapters, it shouldn't be too many pages, and I should be able to get through it pretty quickly. I said that I was going to be reading Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda outside. This is going to be my outside book. It is the one with the least amount of chapters because I've looked all this stuff up, and I'm pretty confident that I can read this outside since it doesn't look to be too, it's pretty thin. I mean, it's not that thin, but it's like 300 pages or something. So that shouldn't be too big of a problem. It's just trying to find a time to go outside and read it when it's not unbearably hot. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to wait until around 7:30 p.m. and take this outside and read it then, because the sun will be setting, and hopefully, since I'll be in the shade, it won't be too hot. Some days it does, especially if it's like a breezy day or if it's like raining or something, sometimes that helps. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can find some time to go out and read it. Also, if I read this outside, I may try to rig up something so that Wilson can go out there with me and not be off a leash, because he has to be leashed while he's outside. So yeah, I've got to figure out how to do that. Because if I'm going to be out there, I'm going to want him to be out there with me so that he can enjoy being outside also. As for this one, I'm just going to read it whenever I get a chance. So yeah, I should have a couple of hours between work and other things that I do at night. So I have a little leeway time then that I should be able to get some reading done, which is usually when I do my reading anyway. So I'm going to try for that. And of course, like I said, I like to read before bed, so I can read before bedtime. And maybe like on my lunch breaks and stuff. And of course I will have all of Saturday and Sunday. I do have a couple of things that I need to do, like my laundry, but I can do my laundry while I read. That's not a big deal. It works out. Also, I may be able to read some at work, which would be nice. I did read some last week at work. I can't do too much reading there because I do have to, do work stuff too. But right now we've just opened to the public and we don't have any student workers, so it's just the staff members. And some of our staff don't work every day, and some aren't going to be working at all for the next 2 weeks. And that means that there are just a few of us that have to man the desk and make sure that, people who are coming into the building are wearing a mask. I'll be having to sit at the desk a lot, and when I'm sitting at the desk, I don't really have a lot of stuff that I can work on out there, so I usually take a book out there and read a little bit while I'm there, so I can do that. And I'm going to be on the desk, I think, 3 or 4 days of the week, so that's going to be a lot of time sitting out there with nothing to do. So I'm hoping that that's a good thing and I can actually get some reading done. Now, as for An Easy Death, this is going to be the last one that I read, mainly because if I can't get through all the others, or if I just barely get through all the others, then I'm not even going to worry about this one. This is my alternate one, because the only reason that I have this one on my TBR is because it goes for the read something from a genre I don't read much of thing prompt. So yeah, that's what this one is for. This is what this one represents. And honestly, if I finish all the others and can't get that one done, then this one can also go as my different genre one, because I don't read a lot of memoirs, and that's what this is. So why do I even have this on the list? Honestly, this is just a, if I finish all the others and I want something else to read, I've got this. Plus I have 2 other books that I've been working on. One of them I have not even started. The other one I'm like 12 chapters in, and I'm not going to be able to read it right now because I want to do reading rush stuff. So that's going to have to wait for, another week or whatever. But that's fine. And if I do finish all of these, then I can pick that other book up and I can add that to my reading rush, which would be pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, that is the plan for the week. Hopefully everything will go smoothly. We'll see. And I will update you guys as I go through it. I'll update you guys tomorrow on the official first day and talk about how far I have gotten. Hopefully I will have gotten pretty far by the time that I update you guys again. So yeah, I'll see you then. So it is day 1 of the reading rush, and I started Eat, Pray, Love last night, well, early this morning, a little after midnight. Didn't get very far, but that's fine. And then I read a little bit of it on my lunch break today, and I've started reading a little bit more of it since I've been home after work. And I am I'm about to start, well, I've read 11 chapters. 11 out of 108. So yeah, it may take a while, but these chapters are really, really small, and I think this is going to be a good one to read like on lunch breaks and other times like that. Just because I can read one really quickly and I don't have to worry about having to stop in the middle of a really long chapter or something like that. So I think that this one will be good for those instances. How am I feeling about it so far? Well, at the very beginning of it, she talks about like prayer beads kind of things, but it's not a rosary. It's some kind of Indian thing, and I can't remember what it's called. And even if I did remember what it was called, I don't know if I'd be able to pronounce it. But there are 108 beads on like the necklace kind of thing, and but it's not really a necklace. You hold it, and it's hard to explain. But anyway, as soon as I saw 108, I immediately thought of Lost, and so now that's what I can't stop thinking about. I've got Lost on my mind, so that's cool. Yeah, so, but this is divided into 3 sections. The first section is Italy, the second is India, and the third is Bali, or Indonesia. So right now where I am, she has just finally gotten to Italy, and it's already 12 chapters in, which was kind of annoying, because I expected her to just, like, hit the ground running and be in Italy, but she had to go back and talk about her divorce and all of this stuff. And as someone who is divorced in their 30s, I get it. I feel like there was a better way to start this, but I don't know. So yeah, she's just gone through her divorce, has been finalized, and now she's finally in Italy, and she's living in Rome. And another thing about this book is I'm reading it, and she's talking about all these places in Rome, and I'm like, I've been there, and I wish I could go back, because that'd be really nice. So yeah, I've been like looking on Google Maps, so I'm not going to be able to get through this very quickly because I keep like looking things up. But I mean, I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go take Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda outside, and I'm going to try to read a chapter or 2 of it, because I have about 30 minutes or so before my usual streaming time that I do on Mondays. So I'm going to go grab my dog, who is sitting in the floor and would probably like to go outside right now. And we're gonna go sit outside, right outside my window, which is right over here, and read hopefully at least 1 chapter of this. And I will be sitting in the shade, and the sun is going down, so hopefully it's not gonna be too hot and I won't melt out there. So cross your fingers. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I didn't even get 3 chapters into this, and I had to come back in because I took my dog out. First of all, had my dog out there, and I read like maybe 2 pages, and then my upstairs neighbor brought their dog downstairs to take it out. So I had to take my dog back in. And then finally, once they went back upstairs and took their dog with them and everything, I brought Wilson back outside with me and read a little bit more, and then I had And then I had mosquitoes flying everywhere, all around me, so I was constantly swatting flies away. And then someone started lighting fireworks on July 20th. So, yeah, I might try it again at some other point in the week, but I'm not reading any more out there tonight. Plus, the sun has gone down already. It's dark. I should have done it at like 7 o'clock, but at 7 o'clock I was eating, and eating is more important. So yeah, I think I might finish this chapter next to the window or something. I don't know. I hate to stop reading in the middle of a chapter if there's no like stopping point. And so it was like right in the middle of the paragraph, and I was like, okay, I've got to go inside. So I'm going to do that next to the window, and that's going to be my reading outside for today. And then I'm going to go do my streaming stuff. And after I stream, I guess I will probably read some more. I might go ahead and start The Art of Racing in the Rain. I'm gonna have 3 books going at the same time. Hopefully that will be okay. Some people can't do that. Some people can only read like 1 book at a time, and they have to read it from start to finish, and then they can pick up another book. But I'm not like that. I can have like 5 or 6 of them going at once. So, yeah, it's a good thing, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I found a stopping point like 2 pages after where I had stopped before, so I've gone ahead and stopped for today. So I'm about halfway through chapter 3. I'm liking it so far, but I also like the movie, so I'm pretty sure where it starts and where the movie starts is different. So Simon is in high school. He's gay, but he is not out yet. His school has like a Tumblr page or something where they talk about different secrets. And there's a guy on there named Blue who talked about being gay, and Simon replied to it and kind of gave him his email and everything. So they've been talking to each other, but they don't know who each other is. So it's like an anonymous kind of thing. But there's another kid at the school who has seen the emails that Simon and Blue were sending to each other, and so he knows that Simon is gay. And he's kind of using that to blackmail him into setting him up with one of Simon's friends. And yeah, it's not good. I'm assuming it goes the same way as it does in the movie, which is it has a lot of cringe, like, oh gosh, I don't want this to happen. I can see it coming from a mile away and this is terrible kind of things in it. But yeah, we'll see. So I want to say that I really like the idea of the reading outside challenge. I mean, technically the prompt is to read a book completely outside of your house. So I could take that to work and I could read it, because technically that's not in my house, but I wanted to try to do an outside kind of thing. Yeah, but not working out so well so far. It was a lot easier to read outside when I lived at home with my parents. Because, yeah, I could just walk outside, and it's a lot more difficult, it seems, to be doing this while living in a city. It's much noisier. I used to go out and read a lot on the hammock outside in the front yard, so that was always nice, but don't have a hammock here, and if I did, I wouldn't have anywhere to put it. So yeah, I could have done this easily if I still lived where I did, 3 years ago, because I could have just sat out in the backyard and no one would have been around. It would have been great, and I could have let Wilson just run around the backyard or do whatever he wanted while I read. But that's what happens when you get divorced and you sell your house and all that stuff. But it is time for me to go and do my streaming stuff. So I'm gonna go stream some video games, and I will read some more later tonight. Alright, well, it is now the end of day 1. I went through and I added up the pages that I read today, and it totaled out to 100 exactly, which is kind of strange. But, yeah, there we go. So I did I ended up reading 40 pages in The Art of Racing in the Rain. I did 25 in Simon, and what would that leave, like 35? For Eat, Pray, Love. So there we go. That's how far I got. Not that far, considering that all of them together is over 1,200 pages. If I can get like 200 done tomorrow, that would be nice. If I could get more than that, it would be even better. But it is midnight now. Well, a little tiny bit after midnight, and I think I'm going to go ahead and read some more of The Art of Racing in the Rain, because I'm enjoying it a lot so far. It's weird, but it's good, and it's already almost made me cry a couple of times, so that's fun. Anyway, so there we go. Day 1 is over. on to day 2.